Hi, whoever is watching this. My name is Sayla Hashi, and my husband and I have a small little place here in Hawaii, and we have a lot of animals and a lot of fruit trees. We have a domain called fruitandfauna.com, and we have a lot to say about our lives, surviving cancer, living in Hawaii, taking care of my mom, all the fun things that make our life unique to us, and we wanted to talk about it with you. So get some stuff off our chest, work through some current and past issues, and figure out how to move forward the best way to help ourselves and our world. So welcome to Fruit and Fauna. Let's get started. I'm trying to invite my husband to this. I haven't put on any makeup or wigs or anything like that, and I hope to wear some fun wigs for you. I have cancer, so my hair is growing back in right now, and I just love to, try different outfits and looks all the time. Some people don't recognize me, and that's kind of fun sometimes when I do different looks. Let me see how I can invite him. Honey, can I invite you to my thing? Let me see. I sent you an invite. I don't know if that'll let you come on here. Let me see. I'm going to invite you. I invited you by email, but I don't know if I know how to invite you here where I am right now. You don't have to do it right now. I could stop recording and then do it later. I just testing it out. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. He has to unplug his computer. Peanut, you want to come into the shot? Give me a baby. Penny, Oreo. I have 3 dogs sitting by me right now, but none of them want to get into the shot. I have a CT scan for my heart on Friday because they found some worrisome stuff on my ovarian cancer CT scan in regards to my heart. And we just did an EKG on my heart, and it's not perfect. And so now we're doing a CT scan on my heart on Friday with Di because I have a new cardiologist, and we're having an echo, and that's not till June as of now. Just trying to keep me from heart attacks and stuff like that. This heart thing is new, but I've been a survivor of ovarian cancer since really August 2017, but I first was aware of what was going on July 2017, right before I turned 37. So we're going on 7 years, I'm 44 now, of being an ovarian cancer survivor. And I'm married. I've been married for 12 years, I believe. To Mr. Kathy. Hopefully join us soon on our new podcast. This is my co-host and my co-owner of Fauna. He also is a partner in life and love, and we own a beautiful little piece of Hawaii with lots of fruit trees and lots of animals we take care of right now. Peter, you want to introduce yourself? It's kind of dark. I don't know if you turn on that or
Okay.
off the light. You just like shadow people right now.
Okay.
Light up my head, Mike.
Okay.
Who wants to get in the shot? Who wants to come help me with the podcast? You? I'd love to hold one of you guys. I would love to introduce you to my friends. I'm not naked. I'm wearing clothing. Peanut butter, Penny, Oreo. I have cats too. No one wants to do this with me.
Is better?
Oh, that is better. Are you in front of the mango tree?
Yeah. I'm gonna grab my
We have a
coffee.
lovely mango tree that we started eating off of last year, and right now there are tons of little buds that are going to be delicious mangoes soon, and we've been trying to figure out ways to eat the mangoes besides giving them away. We have a little fruit stand. We have thought of mango jam, mango butter, dehydrated mango. Oh, who's this? So he's here at my house. I'm in our bedroom right now with all the dogs. And he's going back out now to our front lawn with our mango tree. I'm going to grab one of you dogs because no one thinks I have dogs right now. You guys all think I'm just joking about all the animals, right? I swear to gosh. I swear to gosh. Ah! This is my littlest baby, Peanut Butter Hashi. She's 7 years old, but it's her birthday month, so she's going to be 8. She's a Valentine's baby. She's one of my emotional support animals, and we brought her to Hawaii from Oregon. She's an Oregon baby. Aww. And I got her right before I had cancer, so she's been with me for my whole journey, as well as Penny and my cats. And we have a new addition to our family, Oreo Cookie, and we found him here in Hawaii. And he doesn't want to be in the shot right now. Oreo, you want to come in the shot? Come here. They're refusing. We're going to take them on a walk as soon as we're done recording here. So this is my lovely husband, Peter. I don't know why he looks fuzzy.
You look fuzzy too. I think it's the low internet.
I look fuzzy? See, I look clear to
No,
myself.
it says actual recording is higher quality. So even though it's fuzzy right
okay.
now, it said it's recording higher quality.
So we've had a busy week. Besides me being in school and Peter working full time, and all the things we do in our spare time and for community service, we also take care of my mother who just turned 82, who just broke her arm, and my little sister's here helping us take care of her right now, but she was at the emergency room on Sunday. We also do extracurriculars, like I was in a play the weekend before that, and we flew to Kauai, and I ended up in the emergency room. So there's a lot we're trying to do, and we're trying to stay well in spite of it all. Yesterday, Peter was like, let's celebrate our weekend. Let's either go paddleboarding or hiking, not just work. So we decided to go on a hike, and I wanted to tell you all about our day yesterday. Peter, are you down?
Sure.
Okay, please interject whenever you feel motivated for it. So yesterday we decided to go on a hike, just a small hike. Peter said a mile each way, and I was like, that's awesome, because I need to get exercise, especially for the new heart condition that I might be having. They say, make sure you exercise, eat right, and keep your stress level down, which is hard for me because I kind of stress out sometimes, and I'm working on it. We live a very full life out here, and we're grateful for it, but it does involve a lot of upkeep. Oh, who is that? Is that Zan? This is our 12-year-old cat, one of 2 twins, named Zan. Zan and Jaina are their names, the Wonder Twins. Anyways, thanks for showing Zan. One of 5 cats we currently have. Anyway, so yesterday we decided to go on a hike, and I'd never gone on this hike. It was very elevated, and elevation is hard for me right now. I get a lot of blood transfusions and iron infusions, and I'm currently on chemo. But we needed the exercise, and we wanted to do a little date together. So we went out to the pillboxes near us. We live in Waianae, Hawaii. And just a short drive is a hike, very elevated up a mountain. And you get to see these things called pillboxes that we think were built after Japan attacked Hawaii during World War II. And we wanted to go hike up to them. And a lot of people were on this hike. People of all ages, people of all ethnicities, and even wild goats were on this hike that I got to feed. So it was really cool. It was hard for me physically to do this hike. So we got up to the top, and I had to take a break, and we got to see the pillboxes, and then we actually walked down from the hike, and I started to have a little bit of a panic attack because you could fall over, and there wasn't any handrails, and so I was holding on to Peter's backpack, and we walked back very slowly. But we made it towards the bottom, and as we're getting to the bottom of the hike, Peter's like, I feel like there's cameras on me. And there were 2 ways to walk down. So we walked down the way there weren't cameras on him. And there were 3 policemen there. We thought there was some situation, but we were going to go talk to them because they were right there where we were going to walk down. And they started talking to us. They wanted our identifications. Next thing we learned, they're investigating a property damage case. And to my left was a lady in tie-dye, looking very upset, and I think she had her husband and child with her. Next thing we learn that we are the ones they think did their property damage. And I am still in shock about this situation. Basically, while we were on the top of the mountain, someone was hitting golf balls to their house, and this is not the first time this has happened to them, is what I understand. And when their golf balls were hitting their house, they put a drone up in the air, and they saw us on the top of the mountain. They didn't see any golf balls with us, what is it called, honey? Golf clubs.
Clubs, yeah.
But they saw us where they thought the balls were coming from. So they thought they found the culprits.
Caught us
They
red-handed.
were waiting. What was that, Peter?
Caught us red-handed.
Yeah, they thought they caught us red-handed. Like the kid was running up to us and the parents yelled. Like they were so excited. And when we get down to the bottom of the mountain, they say they think you fit the description of the person who was damaging their property. So someone was up there hitting golf balls at their property. They sent a drone up and they captured us in the area. And they assumed we, without golf clubs, without golf balls, just being in the area, they assumed we did it. And they actually believed that, because when I talked to the cops, we said, hey, check our bags, check our cameras, because we shot a lot of video and pictures up there. I love to do that. I'm on Twitter. I have 50,000 followers. I'm an influencer. I share my life, and I have since this cancer journey started 7 years ago. And so I'm always oversharing. So I wanted to overshare with these cops to prove my innocence. But they took our names down and copies of our IDs, and we don't know what's going to happen next, but we plan to prove our innocence. But I went up to the homeowner, the female, and I said, we didn't do this. And I was apologizing this had happened to her and explaining our case, and she was not hearing any of it. She believes that I did this to her. She said, how often do you come up here? I said, this is my first time. She said, why didn't you duck when you saw the drone? I didn't even see a drone. It was so windy up there, and we have video proving this, because we were doing videos in the pillboxes showing what we were seeing, and I've even shared them on Twitter. And she didn't want to hear any of it. She just looked at me like I was a criminal, like I'm some teenage kid breaking windows. She didn't want to hear who I was or my side of the story. And I don't know how far this is going to go.
We have, I think, another white loaf as well in the freezer.
Peter's talking about white loaves. What's happening right now, honey?
Someone needed bread.
Someone needed bread, and he's giving away bread. My husband does a lot with the community. He's a veteran. He's in a veteran group. He's very involved where they do community service. I do community service constantly, sharing awareness of ovarian cancer, trying to save more women. And to be accused of damaging someone's property when we're homeowners ourselves was just shocking to me. Now, what do you have to say, Peter?
I don't know.
What happened yesterday in your viewpoint?
We went there and we got close to the bottom and saw a kid getting yelled at by his parents. So I thought there's something going on, and then we're getting closer. We saw some cop cars, and I'm like, that's weird. There must be something going on. And then when we almost reached the bottom, we had like 3 or 4 people just video recording us on their phones, and I'm like, that's really weird. So get to the bottom, then the cops stop us, just start questioning us and stuff like that, and we're like, hey, we didn't do anything. But anyways, so then we try to explain ourselves to the owners real quick, and they listened, and then they basically just ignored us for what we were trying to say, as you mentioned, and then we just walked back to the car, and that's it.
So we don't know what's going to happen next. I don't plan to open my door unless there's a warrant. I don't even want to open my door to delivery drivers at this point. I want more cameras around my house, and I even want to wear a camera, because I feel like if I can be accused of something I didn't do and people don't listen to me, how else can this, happen again to me? What's going to happen in regards to this situation? Do I need a lawyer? Am I going to be arrested? I've never been accused of a crime, and getting accused of something you haven't done when people think they caught you red-handed is a scary feeling, and I'm sorry if any of you have ever experienced that, and I never want to experience it again, and I would love to prove my innocence. Here in Hawaii, I see a lot of people taking the law into their own hands. If they think someone did something, they might retaliate on their own. So I would love to keep more cameras around my property. We have some, but I want them everywhere, because if people, their friends, their families of the people whose property was damaged, do not find the real criminals, which I hope they find ASAP. Because if they did this, I hope they come clean, because other people are getting blamed for something you did. And I would love it if you come clean, because if we get retaliated against, like our property gets damaged, your crimes are, snowballing. And I've seen a lot of people trying to clear their friends and family in their own name, because people like to retaliate. And these people whose property was damaged took a lot of video and picture of us. I didn't take any video and picture of them, and I think I should have, actually. So they see us as someone who hurt them. And I want to tell the property owners whose property was damaged yesterday, I am so sorry about what happened to you. I don't know if I apologized enough yesterday for what happened to you, even though I did not do it. I'm sorry you experienced damage to your property. How upsetting. I have a property as well. People have thrown fireworks near my property. It scared me. I am a cancer warrior here, and I am fighting to stay alive every day. And I don't waste my time hurting other people. But some people do, and I'm sorry someone hurt you. But I didn't do it. And I want you to know I want to help you find who the criminals are. And if you're watching this and it was you, please turn yourself into the cops, because other people are getting blamed for something you did. And the lady who owned the property asked me how often I go there. That was my first time to the pillboxes, and I never plan to go anywhere near her property, or the pillboxes again. I actually don't know which property is hers, because I didn't do this, so how would I know? And I also want to say thank you for thinking I'm fit enough and talented enough to hit golf balls into a property. I am not an avid golfer. I don't have a drive that I think could do that, but I actually don't know how far our house is from the zone they think people are hitting golf balls from. So let's do a driving test. I will try my best. Let's see if I can do this, cops. I want to be proved more than innocent. Let's show. Hey, and if I have the ability to do this, great. Let's get me on the circuit. Let's get me out there golfing. I want to live my best life, but I also don't want to hurt anybody. And I'm sorry this happened to the property owners. I want the criminals who did this to come clean. And I'm sorry if any of you out there has ever been accused of a crime you didn't do, because it doesn't feel good. And I will get a lawyer if I have to, but I am fighting cancer. I am on disability, and it's going to be very hard for me to spend the money to defend myself here. So I'd rather the criminals just come clean. And I'm sorry for anyone who ever had their property damaged. I'm sorry for the people in California whose houses have just burned up, and the people in Maui. There are so many things that we all suffer in life, and I would never try to hurt someone on purpose. And if I've ever accidentally hurt anybody, I want to say I'm sorry right now. That's all I have to say. But I am going to do a sign-off after Peter says his piece, because this is our first podcast. I didn't want to start it like this, but I was planning to start the podcast with Peter for our new business, Fruit and Fauna, which is just showing our life here in Hawaii and our fruit trees and our animal rescues, because I rescue animals off the street. And I hate seeing anyone suffer or in pain, and I want to stop suffering. I really do. And so I wanted to show what we're doing here in Hawaii, and maybe start a nonprofit someday to save animals. And so that's where my heart is, not hurting other people. And so I wanted to start our podcast last week. And the reason we didn't is because my mom ended up in the ER for breaking her arm. She fell on some suitcases at a hotel my sister had taken her to celebrate her 82nd birthday. And my sister canceled her trip back home so that she could take care of my mom at the ER and then here at our house. And she's leaving tomorrow. We have a follow-up with my mom's new orthopedic surgeon at her new primary here in Kauai. In Oahu, because she's moving from Kauai to Oahu, so I can help take care of her full-time. And anyway, so this is the first episode of Fruit and Fauna, and I wanted it to be different. I want to show our rescue animal Oreo. Peter's bringing him to me, and we're going to sign off there. Peter, I love you. Okay, this is Oreo. Now I want to just tell you a little bit about Oreo before we sign off. He's about 1 year old, and we met him when he was a puppy. We didn't know if he was a puppy or not because he was very ill. And we saw him 4 times at our local park and at our beach. And he had a hernia on the side, he had ticks, he had fleas, he had a blood disease because of the fleas, and they thought he had been hit by a car. And we took him to the vet, and they couldn't believe he let us take him. And he was not microchipped. He's microchipped now. We got him fixed, and he's the best addition to our family. So he's a local Hawaiian boy who is now a vital member of our house and home, and we couldn't live without him. But he's now the third of our dogs, and he's the start of my rescues here in Hawaii. And I hope to do more for the community and never hurt the community. And I just want everyone to know that I'm trying to do good in this world while I am still alive by the grace of God. Anything you want to say to sign us off, Fruit and Fauna?
It is what it is until it isn't, and then it's
And then
not.
it isn't. Wait, no, is that how we say it?
It is what it is
till
until it isn't, and then it's not.
Then it's not. It is what it is till it isn't. Then it's not. Say bye, Oreo.
Bye,
We love you all.
Oreo.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Till next time.